The subway was unusually crowded that evening, packed with tired commuters, students with earbuds in, and parents trying to wrangle restless kids. The air carried the sharp hum of the tracks, but above it all was one sound that pierced through every corner of the car. The sharp, desperate cry of a baby. People shifted uncomfortably, rolled their eyes, or pulled their headphones tighter. But one man couldn't look away. Jason, a single dad in his mid-30s, sat with his worn backpack at his feet. His own daughter, Emily, was at home with a neighbor while he worked late shifts just to keep rent paid. He was bone-tired, yet something about the baby's cries stirred an ache in his chest. He knew those cries, hungry, helpless, desperate. Across from him sat a man in a tailored suit, cradling the baby. He looked completely out of his depth, sweating, fumbling with a rattle, bouncing awkwardly. The baby screamed louder. Jason hesitated. The man was clearly wealthy. Expensive watch, leather shoes, a phone that cost more than Jason made in a month. What business would a guy like that have with someone like him? Still. Jason leaned forward. "Mind if I try?" he asked softly. The man looked up, startled. I don't know what she wants. Her mother usually handles this." His voice cracked with panic. "I'm just failing." Jason gently reached out. The man hesitated, then handed over the tiny, red-faced baby. Jason cradled her against his chest, swaying slowly, whispering in a low, steady rhythm. It was the same tune he had sung to Emily countless nights when colic kept them both awake. Almost instantly, the baby's cries softened into hiccups, then quieted. Her tiny fingers gripped Jason's shirt. The subway car, once filled with impatient sighs, grew silent. People glanced up, some smiling faintly. It was as if kindness itself had shifted the air. The man exhaled shakily. "How did you?" Jason smiled tiredly. "Single dad. You learn a thing or two." For the rest of the ride, the millionaire just watched. Jason didn't brag, didn't act like a hero. He just held the baby with a tenderness that only someone who's known struggle and love can carry. When they reached the man's stop, he stood, then turned to Jason. "Wait, what's your name?" "Jason." "Jason," the man's voice was thick. "I'm Daniel. You don't know me, but thank you. You saved me back there." He paused. "I've been so focused on business, money, success. I forgot how much I didn't know about the simple, human parts of life. You reminded me." Jason nodded, not sure what to say. The doors opened. Daniel stepped off, then turned back. "Listen, I don't know what your life looks like right now, but if you ever need work, something steady, here's my card. I mean it. Call me." Jason slipped the card into his pocket, unsure if he ever would. After all, men in suits didn't usually change the lives of men like him. But 2 weeks later, when the neighbor who watched Emily had to move away, Jason was desperate. He picked up the card. To his shock, Daniel wasn't just a man in a suit, he was the CEO of a major firm. And he remembered Jason. The job Daniel offered wasn't charity, it was respect. He saw in Jason not just a struggling dad, but a man of patience, strength, and compassion. Months later, Jason stood in a small but comfortable apartment, watching Emily play with new toys, her laughter filling the room. He thought back to that subway ride, to a crying baby, a chance encounter, and the unthinkable choice he made, to step in, to help, when he could have stayed silent. And that choice changed everything. Because sometimes, the smallest act of kindness doesn't just quiet a baby's cry. It echoes into lives, rewriting futures.